Since 1957, there have been a number of occasions for Thailand to welcome Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA. The last official visit to Thailand took place between the 4th to the 6th of October in 2011. The Prime Minister of Thailand officially assigned the Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Plodprasop Suratsawadi, to welcome Mr. Yukiya Amano on behalf of the Thai government and the government house. Little that we know, this reception started up many greater things to come. A followed joint press conference by Mr. Amano, the Secretary General of the Office of the Atom for Peace, OAP, Dr. Chaiwat Taw Sakunkeo, and Deputy Director General of the Department of International Organizations, Mr. Chutiton Gongsak, not only highlighted an excellent ongoing cooperation in atomic energy between Thailand and the IAEA, but also looked to evaluate the relationship up another notch. Accepting the invitation from Mr. Amano, Dr. Plodprasop Suratsawadi and his team visited IAEA's world-class laboratories in the Principality of Monaco and the Republic of Austria. The missions were to seek collaborations and bring back good practices that could contribute to the development of nuclear and radiation technology and infrastructure in Thailand. It could be said that the visit cultivated ideas which would become evidently fruitful later on. Scientific visits as well as training at the Environment Laboratory in Monaco has significant impact on establishing the Radioecology Laboratory at OAP. This laboratory employs nuclear and isotopic techniques to investigate radiation effect in aquatic organisms, unveil possible impacts on marine biodata due to ocean acidification, as well as provide technical support for other ASEAN countries. This laboratory can help establish reliable reference for radiological dose and risk assessment for the oceanic environment. Biodosimetry. Biological Dosimetry Laboratory was established in 2014 to fulfill biological aspects of national radiation metrology. The laboratory is a part of the Nuclear and Radiation Metrology Group within the Bureau of Technical Support for Safety Regulation. Primary role of the BDL is to ensure the availability of reliable biological dosimeters to evaluate doses in case of nuclear and radiation emergencies. In preparedness for large radiation emergency events, a network of cytogeneric laboratories around the country was founded, so-called Thailand Biodose Network. The network will focus on harmonizing standard cytogeneric biological dosimetry methods, quality assurance complying with ISO 19238 version 2004, for service laboratories performing biological dosimetry by cytogenerics, ISO 21243 version 2008, for laboratories performing cytogenerics triage, for assessment of mass casualties in radiological or nuclear emergencies, knowledge sharing among the members, and intercomparison exercises. IAEA has dispatched expert mission to this laboratory 3 times over the past 3 years. Nuclear forensics is established to support the regulatory functions involving with security and safeguards. Its main objective is to analyze signatures, to trace back the origin of suspected materials. As Thailand situated in the middle of ASEAN, it could easily be targeted or used as a passage of radiation-related crimes. advanced nuclear forensic laboratory and high-quality database in Thailand could help suppress such crimes both domestically and regionally. Believing to be well-equipped, OAP is looking for advanced training from IAEA to further improve its nuclear forensics capability. Radiochemistry. The Radiochemistry Laboratory is responsible for carrying out radiation monitoring program in Thailand. Our radiation monitoring work includes both direct measurement and radiochemical analysis on various samples from environments and also foodstuffs such as air samples, soil, grass, fresh water, seawater, as well as rice, milk, some meats and vegetables. These analysis and measurement data will be used for establishment of radiation baseline information and assessment of radiological impact on human and environment in case of any radiological incidents. The data from analysis and measurements can be used for assessment of the radiological impact and risk to the public and environment in order to better prepare for and respond to any circumstances, especially in case of nuclear accidents. Moreover, this radiation monitoring data can be shaped within the region in order to enhance capability of monitoring network to comprehensively prepare and respond to emergency situations. To enhance capability of our radiation monitoring program, the Radiochemistry Laboratory has received technical support from IAEA. The IAEA has organized short and long training courses and workshops on various radiochemical analysis and measurements via networks and projects such as the Analytical Laboratories for the Measurement of Environmental Radioactive Network, Almira, TC Projects, the IAEA Technical Cooperation Project, RES 7021. All these mentioned laboratories will find new home in the National Ionizing Radiation Metrology Project. This project is an upgrade of SSDL, sponsored by IAEA initiative in 1976. A state-of-the-art building, which is already under construction and is expected to finish in 2018, will strengthen OAP capacity as a national radiation metrology center. The reference standard laboratories included in the project are Gamma Ray Dosimetry Reference Standard Laboratories, X-ray Dosimetry Reference Standard Laboratories, Neutron Dosimetry Reference Standard Laboratory, Beta Dosimetry Reference Standard Laboratory, Radiation Dosimetry Laboratory, Linear Accelerator Dosimetry Standard Laboratory, Radioactivity and Radioactive Material Reference Standard Laboratory, Biological Dosimetry Reference Standard Dosimetry. Upon the project completion, OAP will operate a number of primary standard laboratory. First of their kinds is ASEAN. OAP will be expected to serve the region as the center of ionizing radiation metrology. IAEA has developed standards for nuclear and radiation emergency response and preparedness as well as training, workshops or exercises for its member states. Experiences from these activities allow for OAP to develop protocols during the emergency. OAP performed drills and coordinated with local and responsible authorities in each of the past 2 years. A lot of valuable lessons and reviews have been incorporated into practice. Since nuclear effects can be transboundary, OAP is expected to drill with Malaysian authorities in October 2016. The international drill is particularly important, as one can both learn about each other's authoritative protocols and create cooperation at the same time. After all, it can be said that IAEA has tremendously contributed to the early success of these OAP activities. It is no doubt that IAEA will play an essential role as OAP strives to develop its capacity. OAP will always stand ready to work together with IAEA for the safe, secure, and most importantly, peaceful uses of nuclear energy, not only in Thailand, but also in the region of Southeast Asia.